Hi students, in the previous recorded session we were discussing about nightingale. Today also we shall be starting about a prose, that is about the night. We'll be continuing about the prose itself, the nightingale. So we know that there was a palace made of porcelain, that we are speaking about a story it's very long ago. It's a story about so many years ago. There was a porcelain palace. Porcelain, as you know, it's a very delicate in nature. It is basically used to build the ceramic pots and everything. But that was here in China. It was made of. The palace was made of the porcelain. We also know about a beautiful nightingale that would sit in the branches of the garden and would sing. That would sit in the branches of the forest and would sing the beautiful and melodious song. Here when the emperor, that is the king, when he heard about the palace, he was so astonished and surprised that he sent one of his courtiers to find about the nightingale and to present the nightingale in his court. The whole world knows about the bird. This bird is mine and I don't know. The courtier went off in search of someone who could tell him about this famous bird, but returned and said, "Your Majesty, no one knows about this bird. You can't believe everything you read about this book." He says, "Your king, जो भी आपने इस किताब में पढ़ा हो सकता है कि वो झूठ है, क्योंकि मैंने बहुत सारे लोगों को पूछा और सभी ने यही कहा कि कोई इस बर्ड के बारे में नहीं जानता." "Nonsense," said the emperor. "The mighty emperor of Japan has sent me this book, and so what is written in this book can't be false. You bring that bird to me this evening after dinner." He says, "Nonsense? What are you telling about it? This book has been sent by one of my friends who is the king of Japan, and if he has sent it, this book cannot be wrong or false." And he says, "I want you to present that bird after my dinner." Everyone in the palace went into a tizzy. The word tizzy means confused, not knowing what to do. The only question asked that day was, what is this nightingale? Because the first time everybody was hearing about the nightingale and everybody was so astonished. What it is? We have to find it by this evening. So everybody says, "What is this nightingale? We have to find about this bird by this evening." Then a poor little kitchen maid. Kitchen maid means the one who works in the kitchen. It's kitchen. Kitchen maid. Maid means naukrani. Kitchen means the one who works in the kitchen. She says, "I know this bird where it stays. I know the nightingale very well. Well, I go home tired from my hard day's work. I sit in the forest to rest and listen to the song of the nightingale, and tears comes into my eyes." She says, "I know this nightingale. Or after doing my household, like the works in the palace, and when I go home when I return home, I feel so tired that I sit in the forest and listen to the nightingale's beautiful voice, and I feel so relaxed." The courtier went with the kitchen maid into the forest. So the courtier goes along with the kitchen maid. On the way, they heard many sound. They hear the sound of many animals, like of the cows lowing, the croaking of the frogs, and sound made by other animals and birds. Every time the courtier asked if it was the nightingale, the girl said they had to walk some more. So while they are hearing, the courtier asks, "Is this the same bird, nightingale?" And she says, "No, it's not. We have to walk still more. हम लोगों के और भी आगे जाना पड़ेगा. ये सारे दूसरे जानवर हैं जो आवाज कर रहे हैं. ये nightingale नहीं है." Suddenly they heard the song of the nightingale and looked up to see the small plain bird. So suddenly they heard the sound and they says, "Oh, this is the nightingale. Is that the simple looking creature, the great songbird we have been looking for? Is it possible that she has changed her color after seeing so many grand people staring at her?" So she says, "This is very small and very simple looking bird. Is this the bird we were talking about? And क्या इसने अपने कलर बदल लिया है क्या कि सारे लोगों को देख के?" "Little nightingale," said the kitchen maid, "our gracious emperor wants to meet you and listen your song. Will you come to the palace with us and sing for him?" So जो kitchen maid, this kitchen maid who had gone along with the courtier, so she says to the Nightingale, our emperor wants to see you and wants to hear your sound. Would you be able to present us? Will you be able to come with us? She says. My song sounds best in the green forest, said the bird. She says because see, birds lives in the forest, the green luxury. अगर आप उनको कैद करके रखना चाहोगे तो it's not possible. So the bird says, the song in the green lush forest looks me like it sounds beautiful, but still I shall certainly come to the palace, and it's a great pleasure for me to sing in front of the emperor. There was great excitement. Everybody was so amazed that, oh, the nightingale is coming. The nightingale is coming to sing the song. The porcelain walls were cleaned. The palace was clean. It was polished, and decorations were all put up. And in the middle of the huge wall, a golden perch. See, this is the perch. जो bird बैठ के है, that is a golden perch for the nightingale to sit on. In the middle of the palace, in the entire huge hall, the perch was stood there so that the bird could sit on the perch and sing it. And all the people were dressed up as if though there was a celebration in the palace. Then the tiny grey bird flew into the room, sat on the golden perch, and sang so beautifully that the emperor's eyes were filled with tears. As the bird was singing, after listening to the beautiful song of the beautiful and melodious song of the nightingale, the king's eyes were filled with tears. यानी nightingale की आवाज इतनी सुनहरी और इतनी प्यारी थी कि king के आंखों में से आंसू जारी हो गए. All those who heard were enthralled. Everybody was so happy after listening to the song of the beautiful nightingale. Could such marvelous notes comes out of the throat of such small, ordinary bird? He says, the bird is so small and so ordinary, and she sings so beautifully. And he was wondering, the king was wondering that, is it possible? Something he was so amazed. The emperor was so delighted that he wanted to hang a golden slipper round the neck of the bird, but she said, I have seen the tears in the eyes of the emperor, and that's enough for me. Whenever the king is happy, if you have even in the scene in the movies, कि जो chain डाले रहते हैं वो ऐसे ही डाल के वो जब वो खुश होते हैं तो दे देते हैं. In the same way, the emperor was so happy that he wanted to hang a golden slipper around the bird's neck, and the bird replies, don't worry, I have seen the tears in your eyes, and that's enough for me. The bird continued to entertain the court that the evening, and it was so decided that she should remain there in her own golden cage. 12 servants were to take care of her, and a silken thread was tied to her. The king was so enthralled and so happy that he says that 12 members would be appointed to take care of the simple bird, and they would tie a silk thread so that the bird should not flee over it. And this they have planned it. Then, this did not last for long. One day, the emperor received a package that contained an artificial bird. It was covered with rubies and diamonds and all manners of precious stones. All who saw it said, how pretty this bird is. When it was wound up, it even sang the real nightingale. This bird was kept in the palace for a very long time. And now, a king received a parcel. Here, in this parcel, the king had a bird which was similar to a nightingale, but it was covered with rubies. Rubies and diamonds are precious stones. हीरे जवाहरात से भरी हुई bird, and it would also sing like a bird, a nightingale itself. The emperor was pleased. Now, both the birds shall sing together, and we shall hear a duet. Duet means singing together. आपने सारेगामापा शो या तो फिर इंडियन आइडल में देखा होगा कि कैसे two singers perform करते हैं. In the same way, the real bird and an artificial bird was given a chance to sing a song. The birds did sing, but it didn't work well, for the artificial bird sang only one type of song, and the nightingale sang in her own natural voice. But here, the nightingale would sing different tones and different notes, but the artificial bird would sing only one type of song, and nobody, like, the nightingale then kept quiet, and the artificial bird kept getting wound up and sang the same song over again and again, till the emperor said, give the nightingale a chance to sing also. But where was she? She had quietly flown back to her home in the green forest. And when both the duet performance was going on, the emperor said, please give the chance to the real nightingale also to sing. But where was she? She was flown away, because artificial bird was singing only one type of song, and the nightingale would sing in a different notes and a different melody would come out from the nightingale's throat. So, but when they were searching for the nightingale was flown away. This next class we shall see what happens next, and how will the nightingale return to the palace. So till that one, if you have any doubt, feel free to contact me through WhatsApp. Till that one, stay home, stay blessed. Bye-bye.